So let's make it happen. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start shredding some of my cheese. So I'm gonna start with just the Monterey. It doesn't make no difference what you start with. Just gonna peel it back. Now, these are both 1 pound, each. So I would just say this, you know what, as you'll see in this video, I did put 2 pounds of cheese on the top because I like that crust, you know what I mean? And I wanted it to be super creamy, underneath. Okay, I got my noodles on. I'm boiling my water right now. That's what I'm doing. So we're gonna multitask. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just hit medium-high heat. Now, once your pot has heated up, go ahead and introduce, your bacon fat. Bacon grease, rendered bacon, or whatever you guys want to call it. And those of you guys that don't want to use no bacon fat, go ahead and just use, 2 tablespoons of butter. And now what you're seeing me do is add in the flour. And notice that I'm putting the flour in. I'm putting the flour in just a little bit at a time. You want to cook that raw flour taste out of there. So once that's done, I say that'll probably take you about anywhere between like 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. And then what you want to do is you want to start introducing your milk. So that was 1 cup of milk. And listen, the key is it's in your elbow, your wrist, and that whisk. That's where you're gonna make your roux at right there. And then what you saw me doing right now is just take a handful of cheese and just start putting it in there. Now, I think my heat was a little high. You wanna have like a medium low heat. You know what I mean? It's gonna take a little while, but you want it to melt. And right there, you can see I'm just checking my consistency and I'm liking what I'm seeing. Now, once I got about 3/4 of my cheese in there, that was that sharp cheddar. Then I went ahead and put a handful of that Monterey cheese. I do like a little mix. Okay, now once that's done, you got the consistency you like. Okay, what I do is, listen, I take some butter and I grease my pan. Hey, super easy. Hey, and that's key right there. You don't want nothing to stick. Or you can use, some kind of baking spray, non-stick spray. Now that we done with our noodles, you can see they still, nice and hot. I just shocked them for a hot second and I didn't continue to rinse them. Go ahead, put those in your pan, stir up your cheese, and then look, there you go right there. Now, I just want to tell you this. Listen, I usually make a lot more, so I really divided it into half. I just suggest that you guys make your cheese sauce and look at these ingredients and just double everything. That way you'll have a lot of cheese sauce. And this was actually going out to somebody. When they see this video, they're gonna say, hey, you made a video off of the mac and cheese that you made for me, for me. So this was actually an order. They just wanted a small order, so that's why, it's so small. Now, once you got it all, mixed up, go ahead and take your remaining cheese. Now this is where you decorate the top. This part is really totally up to you. You can do it any kind of way you would like. I like to have, the 2 cheeses on top. You know what I mean? I like the combination, the blend that it gives you. Hey, and with that Creole Kick and that cheesy sauce, man, I can tell you it's just amazing. Now, go ahead and just cover it, and we're gonna go in the oven for 30 minutes covered. That's key. Once we get it into the oven, and after 30 minutes, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So boom, with the magic of editing, this is what we come up with. And this is how it's gonna look right here. Let me hurry up and get this top off. There you go. Now, we're not done. Now, I had a little extra cheese. I'll go ahead and put some on top because I want that to brown a little bit myself. So then we're gonna go back into the oven for about another 20 minutes, uncovered. Listen, the key is you gotta look at it and then stay on top of it because you don't wanna burn that cheese. And keep in mind that when you pull it out of the oven, that cheese gonna continue to brown for about a minute.